Desert, Helldivers 2 is a good example. And so that's one of the magical things about it is so vast that you have everybody that's playing the game that's kind of making their own inroad and understanding a different part of it, and they can share that with each other. And I think that makes the experience of it where like it's truly more of like a community adventure. And I think that happens like like the old Warcraft puzzles that they used to have, where it was like figuring out how to find Cossack or that one nightmare speed that you were able to get in what was it, Paragon Prince. And all of these little things, like the Legends of Lucid Nightmare, all of those things, I think, were amazing. They were great. And the reason why is because we're taking part in it together. Like, for example, I remember the days whenever people figured out, oh my god, this is how you summon this boss, this is how you do this thing. And then everybody was going to trying it out. And I think that's what was so cool about it. And the fact that also, like, those things you put in the game, there's like maybe like a, flavor text or something like that that indicates this, something that will happen, but there's not really like a long-term like thing that's like telling you to do this, you have to do that. It's like how do you
Até lá, liberdade já pro Luio Baiano. Se liga na fita danada, os otários estão maquinados no morro. Falaram que pode atirar, na sequência se pá, vão prestar em socorro, mas abro.
The short well, wanting that content was a waste of the world without taking that place out of your hands. By chapter 4, it's then not because the writing is flawless, but because the world around you is human. The human is perfect story, that different it's kind of like how the original Loudon said the world was the main character in World of Warcraft Classic. And I think it's like even the existence of a main story quest is kind of almost antithetical to what a open world game is. Now, I think that you can still have it like work well, kind of like with an Elden Ring, for example. But overall, I would say that this is absolutely good. Oh, the story part. I think the story, the story was like kind of, I think it's kind of mediocre, and it was confusing, right? Like having a main story quest, it should, Oblivion had a main story quest, and that's an open world game, and it was fine. So I don't think that having a main story quest is bad, and it's not good either. But what I think that doesn't really well is that they don't have to use continuity. I think if there was a continuity to the storyline, then people would like it more, but it feels like it's very disconnected. That's fine if it's that design question, but requires different vocabulary for that. With that kind of that position, and rather than knowledge of the core thing of that. So here's the question that's still not forced.
Oh, cool. What?
That's the reason why
Oh,
people take
I broke those.
seriously. And it's like all of these different publications and these news people and these different groups access, yes, exactly. So much of this is basically just totally unknown. It's completely unknown. The intelligence is that big. Yeah, the surgeon is down. Yeah, of course. Your games are way more accountable to game developers, to game journalists and to game journalist media. And because of that, they give those Western developers more positive feedback versus Eastern developers that are not accountable to them. I think that's a huge factor
Acho que é logo isso.
I wish more people talked about this, by the way. I do. I wish there were a lot more people talking about this. The fact that the people that are writing these articles have no better understanding of it than you do. I still disagree with this premise. I don't think that hygiene giving Crimson Desert a bad review. That's not the reason why. That's not the reason. The game did have a lot of flaws. Like, its flaws were legitimate, real, and actually problematic. What gets me? Better. I think people with some talk will be good bad things if they get always spoken a lot. I think that happens constantly. Yeah, that isn't ours. Like, people have already bought the game, and so they don't want to feel like they were stupid for buying the game, so they will come up with excuses for what. Yeah, what's that?
Tabira wewe. Kanube magesi ndio tena. Pita wewe. Wabanga by rise. Banga by rise nchiro ase over friendship. Inde sina kulibira. Komad. Ona sama. Bango ndo amafona ina sini kuwe. Ndiga imbira mango ndidua. Meso mafanda bwana hapo. Ndego no magifati mabwana. Azin. Asa makago lilongo. Asa makago lilongo. Dija. Game aja na game pass. Sasa maizagala 100 GB yawe. Hey, fuck. Why? Kuna maliza au Jimmy? Ndio 100 GB yako mesa? 100 GB. Eh? Ndio una what Jimmy nafuna 100 cha. Deu um passo. The game pass. The game pass. The game pass. I'm going to do it. Films on desert. E vamos lembrar minha flag mid só, Lisa. Não tava não mango via chino faz isso.
Se liga na fita danada, os otários estão maquinados no morro. Falaram que pode atirar na sequência se pá vão prestar socorro. Mas abre o olho, o cara piolho é sempre o mano dos nossos, o inimigo.
Ana deep água às vezes.
Também tem moto, suca não meu bairro. Pinotei, não deixei rastro. Comentário sim, forçado que eu vi. Principais do bafo. No bairro, pego meu carro, até vinha vindo, não é fé vou seguir. Deus que me ligue na mira do tiro, uma nega, não fico, não brinco nem mosco. Medo só beijo destroço. Do pobre que acorda com ódio, anjo do céu, não pode ser réu. Quem vem das ruas, não joga fácil. Tipo invasor, tenebroso. Contra fogo, insuflável louco. Sou maloqueiro, sou. E lá vou eu de um pé, um dois pra pegar. Então polícia sai de pé. Pra meu alívio eu quero um leque. Mais uma vez me chame quem provoca eu zica. Sou maloqueiro, sou. E lá vou eu de um pé, um dois pra pegar. Então polícia sai de pé. Pra meu alívio eu quero um leque. Mais uma vez me chame quem provoca eu zica. Menina Leblon, vermelho batom, foi vista com o Joe, balhando na praça, sabótica não, convoca no som, a paz dos irmãos de toda quebrada. Sabotagem, mano, ativo, trabalhando comigo, analiso. Vejo sem risco, mundo sublime, eu adquiro, peço alívio. Paz para os meus filhos na decente, atenciosamente eu sigo em frente, tipo assim.
I would say Black Myth Wukong is an even better example of this. I think Crimson Desert getting a low review, like Black Myth Wukong, in my opinion, is like objectively like a 9 out of 10 or higher game. Like, it's just insanely good. Like, the graphics are amazing, the combat's amazing, there's character development, the cinematics are perfect, there's good flow of the story, everything is great. So why is it that it got so many bad reviews? And also, Black Myth Wukong, not in a week, but in like 2 or 3 days, sold 10 million copies. That was when I realized there was a real legitimate problem.
Going very positive, direct contradiction just with the differences. And most telling, stop. Yeah, possibly because people are better. Now, calibrating. The market itself is figuring out what games to go. The IGN's learning on the desert taught you more about IGN's thinking than it did about the desert.
Exactly.
The one thing they were supposed to do, they failed at. And the market has learned to price that failure in.
I don't even agree with that. I think that their goal is to enforce an ideology or enforce a point of view. And that's what they really try to enforce. If they try to enforce that point of view ideology and then that's the reason why I say people make games like from our favorite type of something where they people like one reviewer that gave it like a really low score because it had AI. Like, I'm sorry, but people don't care about that. They don't give a shit about that. So why are you doing this? Like, why are you giving the games bad scores for things that they don't care? Well, the reason why is you want to force your views on everybody else. So, yes, or in this case, I care. I don't think that you actually do that, right? Like, you don't actually think. You're not going to make a purchase decision based off of AI. I don't think it's true. And I think that it's proven repeatedly that it is not true. It's proven with Crimson Desert that you say out nobody cares. And you say out nobody cares. You know, people, those when I was thinking of, oh yeah, our favorites you say out nobody cares. The finance you say out nobody cares. AI isn't something that people care about. And the reason why is because there are games that are successful that have it, and everybody ignores it. I care if the AI is bad. Yeah, but that's not about AI, right? That's nothing to do with it. Like, if the actual characters were bad, or if the human design was bad, the game was bad. So, like, is that really AI that's the problem, or is the quality the problem?
That's the lack of trust and their response is this article.
That's what I think.
But they say written with the same unbroken
I'm gonna read after this. I'm gonna look at this.
because the arrogance only survives in absence of accountability.
Yep.
It
Well,
is
they've
good.
already finished the accountability. Like, if you look at their influence now, they're like probably 10% of what they were 10 years ago. Like, they've almost completely gone extinct. They're an endangered species. That's bad.
I read this.
There's a time saving tool? It is.
If IGN doesn't represent us, then
Villain door one.
Can't get that. Get that.
Semino andishura yavuda so. So never. Fucking Ichigo, I won't die by mail. Come here. Boom. Nice. What? Oh. Okay. There's the news. Why is it on? What is it? Oh. Shockwave. Oh. That was good. This looks did I just talk to myself?
The information gap once justified their existence is not gone. Why they exist is covering the offender at large audiences, more hours played, more skilled, and are held accountable by their community. That would be its right. What exactly is it? At larger audiences, more hours played, more skilled, and are held accountable by their community. That would be its right. What exactly is justifying their existence?
Why do they exist?
I don't have a clean answer yet, but we'll explore it properly in a future video. What I do know is that the fact is best to interact with answers lets me think about where we are. That's it for me.
I think this is something that's happening to all types of media, and it's not exclusive to gaming media. I think that overall, a lot of the institutional advantages that print media and other forms of, I guess legacy media had are now basically non-existent. And because they're non-existent, why would somebody want to watch Fox News or watch CNN when they can just watch videos that's on YouTube that is not, devoted to billionaires to give their opinion on something? I think that's what it is.
But before I go, once again, thank you. To everyone who showed up, comments, share,
I spent a lot of time on Saturday.
and now I don't really know. Sure.
Yeah, I don't do that at all.
Then you can join alongside the artists who supported this channel get their thing. Your parents, their what the words, get other ones. Join together as we get this.
Well,
It's not probably fine. Yes, you're right. It's your mouth.
What?
Link is in the description. In Discord,
It's fine, yeah.
that's what I feel. So, I think this is actually a pretty good video. It is. I like the video. And overall, I think that's answering the question, why did these different developers, I always get it wrong. I always say the wrong thing. I'll link you guys the video, give it a link. I think that's actually a pretty good video. And ask the question, why do these reviewers, journalists, and the media people, why do they actually have a better insight into this than we do? Because this is the main thing that I think that a lot of people are starting to realize, is that a lot of these different institutions have no actual real authority at all. Like, they don't really mean anything. They just mean that there are people that have this ability or they have this privilege at a certain point in the future, and then they were able to take advantage of it. You're a scientist and you're doing surgery or you're designing a rocket ship. I don't believe in credentials. I think there are tons of people that have an education in something that don't know a fucking thing about it. And there's a ton of people that know a lot about something and they've never been educated in it. It is very, very common. And what I think has happened is that
I won't then let me. Oh.
increasing fixation around somebody having some sort of authority, the reason why they want to have that is so they can talk down. That's the reason why I think they put their opinions already. I stand friends and W. Let me go back on the find this, okay? So where is the new? This is wait. Oh, they wrote another article. Okay, I found that. It's the best kind until bosses show up. Basically, our bosses review, walk on one off the fucking rules. What the fuck? It's really about what having sort of enjoying those basic fights. What? Want to pick bosses if you squash your first don't force you in a specific playstyle? What? What are you talking about? I follow the same pattern against the pro phone, Santa brings the red attacks, okay. A specific and unfamiliar character whose skill tree you've ignored? Oh my god. even know what to say about this. And so they have another watch to crack down on. I actually version of that today. I'm probably going to do that in a bit. And it's fun. I'm going to take honestly because I look around. And the thing is that I think that a lot of these different publications like IGN, The Gamer, Eurogamer, etc., they are just an antiquated media type. That's really all there is to it. They're antiquated media. There is no reason for you to want to play or use it this way or, have any kind of why would you want to read an article for a video game when you could just watch a video of the video game? Videos are just superior media. And so you have these writers that are trying to enforce this stuff. And I don't know why. Let me go and find, oh God, yeah, will Crimson Desert hatch its way to a Cyberpunk 2077 style victory? But there are some things that can't be fixed. This is it. Mixed reviews. Oh my God.
What's up, everybody? Damon here, and today's gaming news. A new patch. Dr. Phillips. First, thank you once again for younger generations.
Dude, I don't know why you would even say this. It's because they're retarded? Yeah, I guess so. I just watch you play them and make up my mind. Yeah, exactly. You're very fair. I try to be very fair. I try to do if you already like its approach, yeah, this is just, again, story slog. I mean, Jesus, guys. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, I think that they're way too negative about this. It's very fucking annoying, man. Guy that does game ranks used to work for IGN. Well, that's the thing is that, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Every single video game reviewer on YouTube could write articles. Every single article writer on these websites couldn't make YouTube videos. That's the real reality. It's that one of them pays infinitely more and is way more successful, and you can make tons more off of it. So anybody that has the ability to do that is going to take advantage of it massively. And so if they're not doing that, there's probably a reason for it. And look at the comments. What do the comments say? The way this title is written makes the game seem like it's a complete failure. Yeah, and if you have reasonable expectations, the game's very fun. That's not the one part of the game I consider bad, except for the story. These guys really don't want the game to succeed, do they? No, they don't. They don't want. I think that what they want to do is they want to create a pseudo monopoly where these Eastern game devs have to continually follow their cultural values, right? I think that's what's happened. What the comments article say? This is what they're saying, right? So even the comments of the article are pretty much negative about it, which is true. The game is excellent. Ignore the IGN review score. I mean, I have been playing this game pretty much nonstop. I'm gonna be honest. I've been playing the fuck out of this game. Usually, a lot of these games, I'll play them for just a little bit. I have been obsessed with this game. I've already put in, as you can see, over 100 hours. To do that is going to take advantage of it massively. And so if they're not doing that, follow their cultural values, right? I think that's what's happened. What the comments article say? This is what they're saying, right? So even the comments of the article are pretty much negative about it, which is true. The game is excellent. Ignore the IGN review score. I mean, I have been playing this.
Menina Leblon, vermelho batom, foi vista com o Joe, malhando na praça, sabótica não, convoca no som, a paz dos irmãos de toda quebrada. Sabotagem, mano, anísio, verde diabólico, fico, analiso, um branco e um preto unido, resposta ficando ridículo, vejo sim confisco, mundo submisso, eu adquiro, alívio, paz para os meus filhos na decente, atenciosamente eu sigo em frente, tipo assim, regenerado, delinquente lá do Blue Clean, não sou um rá, mas tenho sim os pitbull por mim, sei que até lá, liberdade já, dos meus irmãozinhos,